I think what drew me to this role, besides just the incredible rep that the company does, was when I first auditioned, the sense of like synergy in the room that I felt. Like it didn't even feel like an audition to me. I was just having so much fun. And I was like, wow, like I've never felt this way before at an audition. So I was like, this feels right. It's just like that gut feeling that I had. And then obviously I got the contract. So, and that feeling just like continued to like blossom through and through, like throughout my years here. And like the feeling of family, as cheesy as it is just so profound within the company, amongst the dancers and just the whole entire team. Like on and off stage, we are constantly supporting each other and like pushing each other to grow, and to like, we're just always there for each other. And I really think that that is why like the company is how it is, and it is so powerful, because like we truly do like have each other's backs, and like we really want each other to succeed and to like do the best. And like that love and care we have is like so beautiful. And I think especially this new company we have this year is like the growth from the beginning to now, it has been like so magical, and we've just grown even closer, and I can't wait to see like where it all goes.
I see this open call auditioning for a visceral dance company, and I was at the time in New Caledonia because I just graduated in Paris, and I wanted to find a company. So I saw Chicago, and I told myself it's going to be a great opportunity to go to the US. So they gave me the opportunity to have the trainee program, and I just realized during 3 months that it was the company I wanted to be in.
So I just joined past January, so I've been here about 2 months, and I feel like I've been dancing with these people for years. It's just a really great energy. Everybody's got their own kind of strengths, got their own movement qualities. It's just really fun to bounce off of each other and kind of do all sorts of things. Like I know some of us will sometimes like go into a studio outside of rehearsals and just improv and try to create all this sort of stuff, and it's just a really creative and energizing atmosphere to be a part of.
Throughout all my years at Visceral, each show has been so different. Every new choreographer, every new old piece of rep really offers something so different and really changes the way I dance, brings different things out of my body that maybe I didn't think were there before.
What makes Visceral a home for me is definitely the community. It's the people that are in it, the love, the care, the different choreographers that we have, the different cultures, the different movements. I think that really comes into play with our individuality, our artistry, how we incorporate that into the group, and how we mesh well, how we become one moving machine, but we have different things amongst us that makes us all so unique and so different, and that makes us a fun home to be around.
What makes Visceral a place that feels like home to me is the people inside of it and the community that we've built amongst each other. I think having a really strong sense of care and trust amongst each other in the company is necessary for the work we do.
The change in scenery was definitely, I think, needed to add to my bag of tricks. I feel like every artist's goal is to be well-rounded and just incorporated in a lot of different things and abilities, and just to see like the maximum of what we can produce, and even higher than that, just achieving over perfection. But yeah, I think it's just like very great that we all can share in those experiences coming from different places, and then still making one big family here, a home away from home.
This season, we've already accomplished so much as a company. We've grown so much together as a community, and I'm so excited for what's to come.
So we had the pleasure of working with Gustavo Ramirez Sensano this year, and we were working on a piece called 18+1. It was, in general, just an amazing process.
resetting this work. It's a big celebration of his choreographic career, and he has been choreographing for 19 years, so that's why it's called 18+1. And the piece is just so much fun to do on stage. I think we all just look at each other, and it's such a good energy amongst all of us, and we're really just having a big grand party on stage. I really appreciated Gustavo's approach in the room. He was very supportive and also very driving, and he just really wants the best for all of us. I feel like he was very personal and honest as a choreographer, and he definitely gave us all the tools we needed in the room to succeed.
Working with Gustavo was a huge honor. I've been following his work for the longest time, and I do consider him one of the most important choreographers of our age right now, and I think I connect with him a lot from our Latin origins and our Latin heritage, and I think that my heart just was like full, and I had just such a full body experience with him in a room. Gustavo's process was definitely one of the most important processes in my life as a dancer. I think he filled me in all the possible ways, my heart, my soul, my body. I felt inspired by him every single day. I think Gustavo brought the best in us as a group, and that's why we're all so excited to have him back. I think that we all learned so much from him. He taught us the power of joy, and not just freaking out about counts, but to let us be the music and let us be the beat, but at the same time let the music bring the movement. He taught us like the perfect balance. The day Gustavo left, I missed him already. I really think that he changed me as a person and as a dancer, and I say that with full honesty. So that's why I'm so excited to work with him again during Carmen. It's gonna be such a life-changing experience for all of us. Gustavo, we miss you so much. We love you. We need you to come back for Carmen. That's the importance of having a guest choreographer, I think, which is for our network and our passion to keep growing. I feel like he taught me how to love dance all over again. I feel like I fell in love with dance all over again, and I give him kudos for that, and I'm just so excited. Come back, Gustavo.
I feel like Raju's process was a very eye-opening process for me and the company, because it gave us the opportunity to bring my voice and our own voices, especially since this is a new group, a new collective. We have an opportunity to bring our own voices and our opportunities to the table and really show who we are in our own unique ways. One of the greatest things that I've learned from this process and this residency was the fact that I was able to just show up as myself. I have this one solo that as soon as I start, I just get into a mode where I feel like myself. I feel like a queen. I feel like I'm stepping into the Nia that I want to continue in my career, as my professional career. And Roderick always spoke to me about being who I am and bringing myself to the table. And I know with this whole solo and this whole piece that I'm able to properly do that and given the open space to bring that. In my professional career, I've always struggled with who I am and what I want to bring to the table as an artist. And even before this solo that I'm doing within this piece, I always feel like I have this sense of powerfulness and resilience that I've always wanted to bring to the table, but never knew exactly how. So the strength and power of this piece really showcases who I want to be as a dancer and who I continue to want to be. Throughout all the pieces that we're doing within this showcase, I feel like as a company, we've gotten so much stronger and just had the communication to be like, okay, this is what's going on. We're looking at each other on stage, we're breathing and we're feeling each other. We're counting on stage even, and it's the connection that I feel as Visceral is creating. We're just getting closer and closer as a family, and that's what we're doing this for. We're doing this for the opportunity to bring everyone closer together.
Project's process is interesting because this is the hardest piece that I've ever been a part of. One thing that's super important about Roderick's process that I feel like kind of hits home for everybody at Visceral is it gives us a chance to do something unique. different from the normal visceral rep. And it's also a really great tool to attract people from outside of visceral to want to come here, to be able to work with somebody like Roderick, to do a piece like this, and that's very powerful. Something that I would say is super special, and it doesn't have to just pertain to Roderick's piece. It's actually every piece, the company and the camaraderie that we've built, that gets us through all of the pieces. Whenever we're having a bad day or a bad rehearsal or a bad show, you can just give somebody a look and they'll be there to pick you up. And that's one of the main things that we all need to get through this entire show, because it's such a demanding show, so we need each other. And that was something that we built during Roderick's piece.
I feel like the most positive point in this company was meeting these incredible people who are inspiring me every day. And the most important thing I feel in a company is the connection, and I feel so connected to everyone, and it makes me want to stay and keep dancing with them. It's giving a lot of energy, and especially to share to the audience.
Dancing for me is the highest form of self-expression. I find myself not to be the best with words, but when I'm communicating through my body, I feel like I can really get across how I'm feeling, what I'm feeling, and it just makes me feel free.
Dancing to me, it's like breath. It's a requirement, it's necessary. It's what keeps me going, it's what fuels me. Whenever I'm just doing ordinary things, I just find myself involuntarily just moving. It's just something that's in my soul that just wants to dance to everything that I hear. Everything becomes music. Sometimes I can be like a little to myself, so when I am on that stage, I am able to embody some other things that I may be working on and just really implement that into who I am on stage, and also just incorporating that into my natural life. It's transformative.
Even when I'm about to go on stage, I take a moment to just breathe and just understand the opportunity that I'm about to do, to be able to give back to an audience. Because even when I first started dancing, it was always about the message and what you wanted to give. We have the opportunity to share our voices in a very unique way, very universal language that not a lot of people are able to do or even give. And with Visceral, it's always the feeling that I'm able to just have that emotion and give that connection with the audience that I've never really been able to do so with words. And yeah, as cliche as it sounds, but dance is the language that we all need in our lives. So
Dance, like so many other dances, is my escape, but it's different when the music comes on and there's eyes on you. It's a chance to be special. Every day, every time I get on the stage, and yeah, it's truly me. I don't have to be anybody else. I can just be Tyson, and I show who Tyson is every time when the music comes on, or at least I try to.